June 6, 1944, 3:15 a.m., Normandy, France. A single man presses his eye to a narrow concrete slit staring out over a black, restless sea. He is not a general or a politician, but at this moment, Major Werner Pluskat is about to witness the beginning of the end of Nazi Germany. He commands coastal artillery elements of the 352nd Infantry Division overlooking Omaha Beach, part of Hitler's Atlantic Wall, a vast network of concrete, steel, mines, and guns meant to make Fortress Europe impenetrable. For months he has stared at this same empty horizon, day after day, night after night, waiting for an invasion that could come at any moment or not at all. Tonight feels different. His orders are absolute. If the enemy lands here, they must be destroyed on the beach, because if they break through Omaha, the road to Paris lies open. Shortly after midnight, the phone rings, his regimental commander checking for any movement. Pluskat scans the darkness again and sees nothing but fog and waves. He hangs up, uneasy. At 02 hours, the night changes. A distant mechanical growl rolls in from the west. Aircraft engines, not a few, but hundreds. Then the sky erupts as parachutes bloom behind German lines, pale shapes drifting down in the darkness. Allied airborne troops are landing. This is no raid. This is the invasion. Artillery crews scramble to their guns as phones ring non-stop, but the orders remain unchanged. The beach, always the beach. Even as paratroopers cut roads and seize bridges inland, his guns are forbidden from turning away from the shoreline. At 05:30, dawn begins to break, a thin gray light spreading across the channel. Pluskat returns to his scope and freezes. The horizon is no longer empty. It is filled with ships, not dozens or hundreds, but thousands. Battleships, cruisers, destroyers, transports, stretching from left to right as far as the eye can see, in endless rows. It is an armada beyond imagination. Pluskat later said this was the moment he knew the war was lost. He reaches for the phone, his hands shaking, but before he can speak, the world explodes as Allied naval salvos tear overhead like freight trains. The sound arrives a split second before the impact. Shells slam into the bluffs with earth-shattering force, filling the bunker with concrete dust as the walls shudder. Fire at will! German guns roar in response, 155mm shells arcing toward the fleet, but for every shell fired, dozens come back. One by one, German positions are obliterated, guns crushed, crews buried, bunkers shattered. At 06:30, landing craft appear, hundreds of them churning forward through smoke and spray, heading straight for Omaha Beach. Fire commands are issued, and German guns open up at 2,000 meters, shells splashing among the boats, one craft vanishing in a ball of flame. But there are too many. Craft strike mines and obstacles, exploding or grinding to a halt as ramps drop and American soldiers pour into chest-deep water under machine gun fire. MG-42s roar from the bluffs, tracers ripping across the surf as men fall and others dive for cover. The beach becomes chaotic, yet wave after wave keeps coming. Tanks roll forward, some sinking immediately, while others claw toward shore. Engineers sprint through gunfire trying to clear paths. Pluskat's remaining guns hammer the beach, blasting sand, equipment, and men skyward, until a naval shell finds one artillery position and silences it instantly. The Americans are pinned behind the seawall and shingle, wrecked vehicles burning along the shore, and for a moment it looks as though the assault might fail, but fresh troops continue to land. By 07:30, Pluskat knows the truth. Ammunition is running out, and his guns will soon fall silent. The Allied fire changes, becoming precise as spotters on the beach and in the air walk shells up the bluffs. Each impact lands closer than the last until the bunker takes a direct shock. The observation scope shatters, Pluskat is thrown to the floor, and smoke seeps through cracks in the concrete. 2 guns remain, with fewer than 40 shells. By 0800, small groups of American soldiers begin moving inland, breaking from the seawall and climbing the bluffs through draws and gullies. Some are cut down, others make it through, attacking each strongpoint with grenades and satchel charges. The radio crackles and then falls silent. A messenger arrives with grim news. There is no withdrawal. The roads are cut, and they will fight where they stand. At 08:45, the last German guns fell silent. There is no ammunition left. Pluskat looks down toward the beach, now transformed into a massive supply hub filled with men, vehicles, tanks, and artillery pouring inland without pause. The Atlantic Wall has failed. At the base of the bluffs, medics move urgently among the wounded, German and American soldiers lying side by side. The cost is immense. The 352nd Infantry Division suffers over 1,200 men killed, wounded, or captured defending Omaha Beach, inflicting heavy losses but ultimately overwhelmed by the scale of the Allied assault. Pluskat survives the war, and his account of seeing the Allied Armada at dawn becomes one of the most famous German perspectives of D-Day, later featured in Cornelius Ryan's The Longest Day. Until his death, he maintained that the moment he saw the ships fill the horizon was the moment he knew Germany had lost the war. And that was just one man's view of the day that changed the world. If you found this story powerful, let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and become part of this growing history family. Because you're not just watching history here, you're part of it.